Whoop whoop. Damn straight.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Flopcast. The final one of the year!
Yeah. That's why I'm wearing makeup.
That's why I decided to grow out my beard and dye it multicoloured!
Oh my god, Gale.
Look, I decided to even do me! It's got a bell on the end! It's actually my Christmas stocking. Hat that literally made years ago. It has my name on it. Bad this actually, well, yeah. Hat is literally as old as I am. If you can believe it. Not gonna lie, fucking good bit of nick. The fact it's lasted this long.
Oh yeah. Definitely 100%.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, hello Twitch, hello YouTube, and Merry Christmas to one and all.
Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy holidays, whatever tickles your pickle, we don't care.
And that basis then, happy fucking holidays. Because everyone's involved on this one. Oh my god. We do occasionally talk about video games, or reminisce about video games that could have been, or may have actually done better. Because that's pretty much kind of what today is going to be about. We do have some news, obviously, in regards of the past couple of weeks, but we are going to also talk about some of the news that is basically, we feel, has been probably the biggest news of the year. That we personally feel. Like, granted, for me, I'm thinking it's the biggest news of the year, and I'm fucking sick of the back teeth of it. And anyone that's actually watched the Flopcast on the regular, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, it's a certain console that looks like a fucking bread bin. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we're gonna start this demo. What the fuck y'all been playing?
Well, this one's gonna surprise everyone, all things considered. I genuinely said I weren't gonna play it. I actually have been playing Hogwarts Legacy over the last couple of days. And do I give a fuck? No. No, I do not. I do not care. At the end of the day, I got it on sale. I just don't give a shit, honestly. Just gonna say it plain and simple. And I am a Ravenclaw, for those of you that are interested in knowing. And no, it does not mean I agree with that divvy batty little bitch. Because I really don't. Just to clarify on that front, because I know some of you are gonna be a bit, and I'm not down for that. Nah. Obviously Pokemon as well, because one of my friends lovingly bought me the DLC, so I managed to it wasn't Chaos for a change, no.
Daddy didn't have to pay child support this time.
No, but you did pay towards some really beautiful merch when I went to that concert.
Damn straight.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I've been playing Pokemon Violet because I keep forgetting I don't have the Scarlet one, and I always keep saying I do for some reason.
Yes, we're playing the Teal Mask and just starting the Indigo Disc DLC, which I will obviously talk about on my end as well, having gone through the whole thing on a 10-hour stream.
You're literally the reason why I went to my mate when he went, "What do you want for Christmas? I feel bad for not coming to see you." Well, it's going to be cheaper than some food shopping, so
I can say it. I'm inspiring others. I'm inspiring. That's it. Aww. So that'd be the perfect time to have actually had the light just like come beaming down on me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shame I didn't have shame my phone doesn't have like a timer thing set for the torch. Otherwise it'd just been perfect, like click. Aww.
Let's see. I played a little bit of Baldur's Gate because, you know, the gnome campaign run that I'm going to be doing off stream with a couple of friends. And naturally started playing it with mods as well, because this is me. We're talking about oh, and Lethal Company as well, actually. I did try Dead by Daylight, but it still crashes my console and behavior and not taking any form of responsibility no matter what. I've tried everything they have asked, and they're like, oh, it seems like it's a Sony issue then. I'm like, it's the only game that crashes my console. You done goofed, my friend, you done goofed. And yeah, and obviously I've got the new expansion pack for The Sims 4. It's all right, but now I can't play it until the hotfix has been updated because it's corrupting save files. So yeah, there's that. I don't think there's been anything else I've been playing. So what have you been up to?
Well, I've been hitting Like a Dragon Gaiden. Been the Man Who Erased His Name. Very good game. Personally, because just a continuation of the Yakuza series, but under a different name now. Even though it's the same dude that's even though it's the same main dude that so many people love. Kiryu Kazuma. I also started playing Hogwarts Legacy because it was on offer, and I thought, fuck it. Hufflepuff, by the way, for anyone that's curious. This one might actually get some hate, Damo.
And to the haters, I say, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Also, as stated, I've also been playing a Pokemon Indigo Disc, Scarlet version. So, Damo, there will be some Pokemon that are exclusive to Violet that are in Scarlet and vice versa. So, at some point, I'll help you out on that one.
Thank you.
And I'll also show you some of the other aspects of it as well. Obviously, hitting the Genshin train, obviously, and Honkai Star Rail, Bleach, Brave Souls. God. I have also started playing the new Grand Blue Fantasy Versus game that just came out. Because I enjoyed the previous one, so I figured more fighting games for me. Yeah.
Nice.
I am going to be playing Dark Tide soon. With Inventor. And guys, check that out on Tuesday. Should be fun. I have a feeling one of us is going to be going, let him cook. I'm still standing.
Probably. And I'm definitely going to be very randomly quickly to interject, but I am definitely going to be investing in contact lenses.
Lethal Company. It's certainly a fucking thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've experienced, I would say, probably just like the shell of it. Yeah, we've experienced the bare basics. And we've barely managed to get by. It's fucking hell. It's gonna be absolute madness when we actually go for some of the bigger areas that have the worst monsters. Like, I'm not looking forward to like literally turning around the corner and seeing that fucking like little girl there.
Yeah, that's an insta-kill, apparently.
Yeah, I've seen people see it and manage to get away.
It's quite easy, but at the same time, it's not, because she is one of the ones that can go outside, apparently.
Yeah. At some point, we are going to have to grow a pair of balls and actually do stuff in the night and maybe even run some Eclipsed. We are going to have to grow a pair at some point and do that.
See, Eclipsed I'm okay with, because I can attempt to be quiet around the big boys outside. I just don't... I know I've got arachnophobia mode on, but it's anytime I see the fucking spider webs. Like, and I know what the arachnophobia mode is. It literally just says spider in red capital letters. So you'd think I'd be fine, but I still just...
Yeah, no,
No.
I don't have arachnophobia, but even I would go, nope, nope. In fact, I actually did that one time where I literally walked in, saw a spider's ass, turned around, and walked straight back out.
No, remember what you did? You went, you saw the spider, you turned around, looked at me, and went, Damo. Even though I'd just about seen it.
No, that was a different encounter.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a different encounter. First time seeing the spider, literally just seeing its ass, because someone had just been killed by it. That was fucking Thankfully, I've not had the spider kill me yet. I've either fallen to damage, or to full damage. I've died to, well, a mine. I sacrificed myself for the, to get rid of the mine, because we didn't know how to get rid of it.
I don't think there is a way.
I know, my sacrifice is worth jack shit. I was so pissed about that. It's like, come on! You serious? I was so annoyed. The fact that it did nothing. The fact there was nothing on the other side. Ah! Fucking bollocks. I'm pissed about that. Absolute horseshoe bollocks. But yeah, not gonna lie, I would definitely, in my opinion, say that Lethal Company is kind of like a more jump scare version of Sea of Thieves. But if you get what I mean, where you're going around basically grabbing shit to make money. You know, the only difference is you're actually got a quota, and you also got to worry about fucking bugs and other forms of fucking God knows what shit. Giant dogs that will literally walk up to you and give zero fucks. And you actually have no way of dealing with them whatsoever. At some point, they are going to put something in that will be able to help us deal with that shit. But it's going to be expensive.
Naturally.
Guarantee. That shit going to be expensive. Like, what the fuck? But yeah. God. It's been a mad year. It's been a mad year in terms of like games and news. Like, there's been stuff that's happened obviously in the business side of things. There's stuff that's happened inside of court. There's stuff that's even unfortunately taken some lives as well. And that kind of leads to my first topic, actually.
Holy shit.
What?
Look at chat.
Whoa! Jesus fucking Christ, Inventor! What the fuck? Okay, to YouTube, Inventor's just dropped 10 gifted subs. What the fuck? Inventor, Dark Tide on Tuesday. Read the fucking schedule. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the gifted subs, my man. What the fuck?
No,
Schedule doesn't exist. And why is the actual fucking alert thing going on? Odd. But yeah. In regard, that fucking threw me. That did. Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, for my first bit of news from literally, this was posted on the 13th. And there's no other way to say it. Former mayor jailed for shooting at Pokemon Go players outside food bank. A former Pennsylvania mayor has been sentenced to a year in jail after shooting at 2 Pokemon Go players last year. Yeah, this is news to me. I'd not heard about this. In 2022, Ida Reams, the mayor of Osceola Mills from 2013 to 2021, had a wild outburst at a community food bank where she fired a gun at two men playing Pokemon Go. According to ABC, Reams made threatening remarks and shot her gunner in the direction of the two players, demanding they leave right out and warned she would effing kill them. The Pokemon Go players called 911, explaining that Reams, who was intoxicated, started yelling at them. The police heard 2 gunshots before the call disconnected. Pennsylvania.
Oh, thank you, Inventor. Sorry, I just seen that.
Penn Live reports that Reams was arrested for 2 counts of simple assault, terroristic threats, and recklessly endangering another person. The case had been delayed multiple times following rejected plea deals and the victims refusing to cooperate. However, on Monday, she took a plea deal and was sentenced to 1 year behind bars in addition to 18 months probation. To make things more complicated, Reams has been dealing with advanced stage cancer and the medication has been impacting her immune system. Reams had requested she serve her sentence at home, but that was denied, and she has been ordered to go to jail in January, where authorities will decide how to proceed. This isn't the first time a Pokemon Go player has been shot at. Back in 2022, a man was killed out by playing the game with his 6-year-old daughter. What the fuck? Just what the fuck?
I don't like the fact you're playing Pokemon Go on my property. You know you're off the line.
The thing is, she can't even. The thing is, they can't even claim that because they were at a food bank. Well, they're at a food bank. Like, seriously, that's actually the one place. You'd thought that'd be the one place that'd be safe. They're probably just playing Pokemon Go to kill time while they're at the food bank. Seriously, bruh. And Venner is right, Demi. You do look very good.
Thank you.
I've just read his comment. See, now I've thrown off the demo. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Like, look, people who play Pokemon Go are people who play Pokemon Go. Just leave the fuckers alone. They ain't fucking harming you.
Right?
Don't threaten to shoot and then go bang. Like,
funny thing is, it was literally like, wasn't it that long ago that people were actually saying that that when Pokemon Go first came out, it was actually that the world was actually at peace for a time because everyone was playing Pokemon Go and literally people were actually generally being nice to each other. That was like the first week that the game came out. Granted, there were a few fatalities from people not paying attention to where they were going.
That's because they're idiots.
Because they were so absorbed into it, obviously, then they weren't watching what happened. But nature of technology, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, but
even then, she's all like, "Oh, I'm suffering with this, and the meds make me feel like that." I don't care. Don't shoot people. Period.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
Kids.
Not gonna lie. If I believe it's kind of like on her and her family, like on that basis, because if their meds were known to actually mess with her to such an extent, why let her have a gun? But we're not
exactly.
But I could easily make several arguments, but unfortunately that's a political matter then, and that is not us. But,
no, it's not. Like, I'm not seeing this as a political thing that we're talking about it. I'm just saying, one, don't shoot someone in front of their kid. And get a carer.
Well, the thing is, it's like, if you know someone that's actually taking medication that does exactly mess with them, then it is down to others around them to actually help out and keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that she said she wanted to serve out her term at home, that would just be basically like letting her get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but intoxicated or not, that could have easily hurt. Could have easily hurt a person, a child. Like, she's lucky that no one actually got hurt. I think that's why the sentence is as light as it is, because no one was actually hurt, and because because it was basically down to possible medication. But at the same time, yeah, you can't just do that. Like, literally,
Well,
I do find it odd that the victims were unwilling to cooperate. I do find that a bit odd. Like, why aren't you willing to cooperate with the investigation?
I mean, there could be multiple factors, to be fair, but again, I don't really know.
It might be a case of the victims may have heard what was actually going down with her personally.
What, with the cancer?
Yeah, and maybe didn't want to actually didn't want to actually do anything to make things worse, because obviously, cancer's not exactly fucking something to sniff at, so...
Well, no, exactly, so I can understand from that perspective.
Yeah, if that is the case, then fair enough.
If it's not, shame on you, like, for doing something like that, but...
Well, no, well, I assume there was some other reason.
Well, that's what I mean, if it's not the, the good reason that they didn't say or press charges or whatever, like, fair enough. But if it's for a negative reason and you knew what you were fucking doing, then shame on you, because you should.
But again, we're only actually finding this out through various media outlets. So the media may say one thing, but reality says something else. So it's one of them things. And I hope that what medication she's on, I hope that does get changed, and they see that the negative effects it's happening on her. So I hope that she's able to actually get the meds she needs that will actually hopefully help her out.
And please, remove the guns from your house. Just saying.
Or better yet, just actually keep them locked.
Throw away the key. Throw away the key or chuck it down the toilet. I don't know. Flush it like a fish. But anyway.
Flush it like an alligator.
What? That makes no sense. Okay.
That used to be a fucking thing many years ago. It's like, oh, if you flush something down the toilet, the alligators will get it. I kid you not, that used to be a thing back in the day. That people used to say, oh, I flushed alligators down the toilet. I kid you
I've
not.
never actually heard that.
Yeah,
Thing.
I kid you not. It was actually a little thing, I think many years ago. At one point, it actually, because people made jokes about that, it actually scared some kids, and they didn't want to go to the toilet for afraid of an alligator chewing their bits off. Yeah. I kid you not. It was ridiculous.
That would terrify me too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, considering the amount of zombie stuff there's out there now, considering like flushing like your dead animals and like your dead fish and that, it just make you think that goldfish will come back as piranhas and just jump out the toilet and nibble your bits. Goldfish zombie attack! Yo, can we get that as a film? Attack of the Killer Zombie Goldfish. Be one of those like funny like spoof movies, like just like Shark Tornado or Sharknado, like just like I want to see something that ridiculous. Alright, Damo, what you got for us?
What have I got for us?
Because I know you posted a couple of things.
Yeah, literally two. Christopher Judge delivers sick burn about COD's campaign at the Game Awards. This was initially published on the 8th. And I found it on the 13th, so well. Anyway,
Chris Judge, isn't that the guy who does Kratos?
Yes. And also the leading guy, well, one of in, I think, Stargate?
Anyway.
something. Anyway, so basically, God of War actor returned for another Clippable Game Awards moment. At last year's Game Awards, actor Christopher Judge won the Best Performance Award for his role as Kratos in God of War Ragnarok and gave an acceptance speech so long it became a highlight of the show. Judge returned as a presenter at this year's Game Awards and, of course, cracked a joke about his verbose speech at the expense of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Immediately after Judge started speaking at this year's awards, music began to play him off. Alright, I get it. I'm not going to stand up here making long speeches. I'm going to stick to the script. No 8-minute speech like last year, said Judge. But fun fact, my speech was actually longer than this year's Call of Duty's campaign.
Damn! Oh, really?
The audience seemed genuinely surprised by the joke, responded with a big "oh" and laughter. Another company I'll never work for, concluded Judge, before presenting this year's Best Performance Award, which went to Neil Newbon for his role as Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3. You can watch the moment on YouTube.
I'm gonna after this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna after this. That's fucking brilliant. That's fucking hilarious. The speech won't be long. The last speech this year would have been longer than Call of Duty's campaign. That's fucking brilliant! Oh, well done, my dude. Well done. Round of applause on that one. Round of applause on that one. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know we gotta see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damon's like quickly looking it up on YouTube.
I mean, it's linked in the article because it's glowing red. So, you know, and it's in our
Yeah, alright.
thing.
I guess we know what we're doing after this.
Yeah.
If I could show that without any issues then I would. But I don't want to get hit with any copyrights.
Yeah.
As amusing as it fucking would be. Oh god. Oh, what if I could get that as a fucking sound alert? I've got ideas now in my head. Oh, so that's basically it on that. It literally just slammed him like that.
There you go.
Oh.
Then this year's.
Again,
He looks so smug on his face. I've just watched it. He's like so proud of himself.
Can you blame him for making a joke like that? Like,
right?
It's like, yo, fair fucking play, my dude, fair play. Oh my god, I love that. I fucking love that. Oh, zing! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next one, because I feel like we can easily talk about this for ages. From a funny moment to, well, a failed lawsuit. Google loses antitrust trial to Fortnite maker Epic Games. Google says it will appeal lawsuit accusing it of moving to quash competitors and charging unfair fees. Epic Games, maker of Fortnite, has prevailed in an antitrust trial over Alphabet's Google Play app marketplace. Epic's chief executive said on Monday, hours after the federal jury took up the case. Victory over Google. After 4 weeks of detailed court testimony, the California jury found against the Google Play monopoly on all counts. The court's work on remedies will start in January. Tim Sweeney wrote in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter. I love how fucking... Alright, can I just say... But so many fucking articles are like, X, formerly known as Twitter. Just fucking call it Twitter, everyone else does! At this point. No matter how much they try and change the name, it's still Twitter. Unless, of course, you try and upload a video, in which case, X videos. Ding, 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 ding. Jurors found for Epic on all counts. A court filing showed. The court will begin in January on what remedies to implement. Google said it would appeal. We will continue to defend the Android business model and remain deeply committed to our users, partners, and the broader Android ecosystem. Willison White, Vice President of Government Affairs and Public Policy at Google, said in an emailed statement. Lawyers for the two companies made their final arguments on Monday morning after more than a month of trial in Epic's lawsuit, which accused Google of taking action to quash competitors and charging unduly high fees of up to 30% to app developers. What do you know? Google actually charging more than they fucking should.
Shock horror.
Right. I wonder what other website would actually try and actually pull shit like that over the years. I think the site starts with a Y, ends with an E. Whatever. It's on the top of my head, but I can't quite think of it. I'd get in so much legal trouble here.
This is why I'm keeping my mouth shut.
That's why I'm saying it. It's my fucking channel. Fucking blow my own foot off. Among its allegations were that Google illegally tied together its Play Store and billing service, meaning developers were required to use both to have their apps included in the store. The ruling marks a stunning defeat for Google, which operates one of the world's biggest app stores. If the ruling holds, it could upend the entire App Store economy, potentially giving developers more sway over how their apps are distributed and how they profit off of them. Damn. To my knowledge, it wasn't that long ago that Google were actually suing Epic Games.
It's literally a PayPal war.
Yeah, it basically is. It's literally a back and forth thing between the pair of them. It's like Google sues Epic, Epic sues back. It's like, can you just two fucking just play tennis and go after each serve and just fucking call it a day? Because that's literally all they're trying to do. Is it feels like they're just trying to outdo each other at this point. I do have another bit of news before we get on to yours, Damo.
Go for it.
On December 11th, Fantastic, on the official Twitter page, the creators of The Day Before, after a very disastrous release of The Day Before, to which the amount of negativity that came out for that was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I actually looked at some of the reviews that were on Steam, and fuck me, people were not happy with it. Well, it seems that that they've actually decided to, well, instead of, try and actually work to actually fix the game to be what they basically said it was going to be, they decided to just shut up shop.
Okay.
Yep. On their official Twitter page, they basically said this: "Today we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, The Day Before has failed financially, and we lack the funds to continue. All income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. We invested all our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development of The Day Before, which was our first huge game. We really wanted to release new patches to reveal the full potential of the game, but unfortunately we don't have the funding to continue the work. I'm sorry, but if you didn't have the funding to actually continue the work, then why did you release the game?
Exactly.
You were going to take you would actually take a less hit if you actually then said, we need some more time to actually work on it. It is not at the point that you guys are expecting it to be, and we feel we should do better.
Like, take for example Alone in the Dark. I've got that on pre-order, and I had an email recently saying it's going to be delayed by another couple of months. I don't want to have to like get that refunded into PlayStation credit, but at the same time, like I'm thinking about it if it does again. But if it doesn't, I'm happy to wait.
Yeah. Well, literally, just before I continue with the before I continue with their official statement, the first comment when you look on Twitter in regards to this was basically calling the company out for being a scam. They basically scam people out of their money, and now they're running with it. And they're literally saying, and the final comment of it is, we all know you aren't shutting down because you lack funds, but because you're taking the money and running. And then immediately after, PC Focus, if someone can't get a full refund of this game, this can help. Literally, that's on the official PC Focus Twitter page. Literally a article. If you're having trouble refunding the scam before, this may help you get your money back. It's basically just what to do. Literally, I have not seen such a backlash this big.
Well, not this big since, like originally when they cancelled Dead Island 2 without saying shit.
Or actually a huge like major refund storm since Cyberpunk. And it looks like I've done a little bit of digging into this, and looks like what was basically shown was not what people were expecting, and clearly not in the game itself. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from public during the development of the day before. That's bullshit, because to my knowledge, they actually did.
Yeah, the money still goes to them if it's pre-ordered.
Yeah. There was no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. At the moment, the future of the day before and prop night is unknown, but the servers will remain operational. We apologise if we didn't meet your expectations. We did everything within our power, but unfortunately we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavour, which is true, but that's why you actually... This is clearly a case of management basically shooting too high. It's clearly the case of they shot too high and everyone else is going to have to pay the price for it while they run off.
Yeah.
We are grateful to everyone who supported us during these difficult years. It's been a fantastic journey over the past 8 years. And then basically it just shows they opened up in apparently they opened up in 2015. They released The Wild 8 in 2017, Dead Dozen in 2018, Radiant 1 in 2018, Prob Night in 2021, and then released The Day Before in 2023. People are really not fucking happy with these guys. Like, there's actually more. This has actually just popped up. There's apparently from a few days ago. We're closing. Rumors suggesting that we have changed our name are not true. We have not been affiliated with the Wild 8 for many years. Read it to see for yourself, and there's an article that basically states about it. And refunds to Steam are available for any customer who chooses to return the day before, regardless of the number of hours or days they have spent playing it. Steam confirmed this. Yeah, oh boy. It seems... Wow. Just what the fuck? Just wow.
Well, did they release it on console? What about the console players if that is the case?
It's not on console. It was Steam.
Okay.
It was Steam only. They've only made PC games. They've not done any console games. I didn't know that. Yeah, that was one of the things I first looked into. Oh my god, there's actually even the day before official Twitter page. So even though they're closing, they're still actually releasing server and AI fixes.
But if they're closing, they shouldn't be doing that.
Well, the servers are going to be...
Makes sense.
The thing is, they said that the servers are going to be remaining operational. But it's like, if you're closing, then surely the servers will be shutting down. Unless they're going to hand the servers over to a third party. So, that kind of... questionable on that one.
You did say a day before, didn't you?
Yeah. The game's called...
Because I'm looking for them and I can't find them.
What, on Steam?
No, Twitter.
Hang on, let me... The day before, not a day.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. If they really are out of funds, then why have they got the blue check mark next to both the fucking names? Just saying. Maybe they, want to maybe remove that. But apparently they are in the process of actually paying the people that they need to. I wonder if that also includes everyone that actually worked from the ground up. I hope they actually pay everyone that actually worked for them. Because it's kind of bullshit if they don't. But yes, a fantastic HQ is, well, yeah, they're going in the toilet.
Yep. Oh well.
Yeah, you go to that actual official website. That's literally the only thing that's on there. It's literally the statement. It's like, Jesus Christ. Alright, Damo.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, I can't remember if I said this on... Actually, no, I don't think I did. Because it came out on the 9th, so we're fine. Florida Joker demands $2 million from Rockstar Games after they used his appearance in the GTA 6 trailer.
I read
Need
that.
I say more?
Yeah, I kind of read that, and it's like... Not gonna lie, it sounds like... I'm sorry. It sounds like history's repeating itself. Because what literally happened when GTA 5 came out? They were Super Lindsay Lohan for fucking likeness. For the woman that's in the fucking loading screen. And now this is happening? Yeah. I'm sorry, Rockstar! What the fuck are you guys playing at? What the seriously, 2 games! Like, 2 GTA games, and you like...
More than that.
Fucking... Well, there's more.
Well, I mean, like, as in Rockstar have done other games where they've had numerous, complaints as well.
I know, but I'm talking about, like, basically being, like... GTA 6 isn't even fucking out. It's a fucking trailer, for God's sake. I'm sorry, but if people... I'm sorry, I will say this. If people are going to get pissy over a supposed likeness in a game where there's a chance to basically customize your character to God knows what, guess what? At some point, someone's going to look like someone in real life. So, kind of rein your neck in unless there's actually legit reason.
Like, I can understand in terms of the tattoo style, don't get me wrong, like, especially around the eyes.
Like, is there actually more to the article?
Hang on. People online are divided. One TikTok user said, it's definitely Miami Joker. They took his design and just altered it. I think they should pay him at least $50K.
Khalid doesn't think much about Miami Joker, then.
There's a...
What's got you going, Talk to us, Damo. Come on.
Like, okay, the way I see it is, like, if they find inspiration from the internet and they don't know fully about it, I can give leeway. But all in all, I wouldn't sit here and be like, oh, yeah, I just want to take a couple of designs of those tattoos off your face and put them in my game. That's the most you would get from me if I was a game developer and I saw inspiration.
Alright, a small game developer, not Rockstar. They're not exactly,
a game developer.
Yeah, but here's the thing. surely then they would actually look up, obviously, the design and then go to the tattoo artist, not the person wearing the tattoos. Because it's there for...
Well, this is just
Because...
But it...
Because isn't most the case that it's usually the tattoo artist's design more than the actual person? So on that
Pretty
basis,
much,
then
yeah.
so in that case, the person who has the tattoos wouldn't have an argument, wouldn't have a leg to stand on.
I mean, apart from that and the eye shape kind of being somewhat similar in the mouth shape,
Yeah,
they
that's
can
a
get
stretch.
away with. Yeah, it's just like as in like the curvature at the bottom lip.
Again, bit of a stretch. It almost feels like they're kind of nitpicking, to be honest.
Well, of course they are. I'm not agreeing with the guy by any means. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, apart from the two obvious parts, obviously, bar the tattoos around the eyes, other than that, they can literally, like, they did with Lindsay Lohan, like, they've done with Paris Hilton, I think, in the past for one of them.
Oh, God, yeah, I remember that.
You know, and a couple of
Fuck,
others, like,
yeah.
they can literally just throw it out in court very easily.
No, to be honest,
Because it's, even though there are similarities physically, it's more based on what he used to look like when he was skinnier, not what he looks like now, and that will be their main point of the argument. And considering those images when he went to prison to begin with, as the Miami Joker, when he was, you know, looking a bit different, like being a skinnier sort of situation, those images were up for public information.
Yeah, so on that basis, then...
On that basis, he's fucked.
Yeah, on that basis, he's not got a leg to stand on.
Mm-hmm.
On that basis. But we don't fully know the whole thing. Like, suing for likeness, I'm sorry, that's a whole different kettle of fish. And besides, out of all, as I literally said, out of all the things, out of all the designs, guess what? Something's bound to look like someone. I'm sure that somewhere... Like, someone's actually made something that made a game or made something or made some form of media that looks like me. Guarantee. Same thing in regards to Demo. Because guess what? As much as the human imagination is infinite, at the same time, it is still also not. Because you can...
AI.
Imagination is only going so far as much as the inspiration. So... You're gonna... There's at points it's gonna cross. But at the same time... Rockstar... Like, I have to question Rockstar. Like, obviously saying that the guy doesn't really have a leg to stand on, but at the same time, you'd have thought Rockstar would maybe do a bit more research, because they're not exactly small. You would think that maybe to avoid another court issue, to avoid going to court again, they maybe would actually look into it and maybe actually contact the relevant people in regards of said stuff. You know?
Before this article, I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't know who the fuck this guy was.
Exactly! Like, I would also speak to the person that actually made that in the game. Like,
the game designer.
Yeah, exactly. I would actually then look at that, and then, like, there's a bunch of ways that this could be looked, but I think both parties are fucking, like, Rockstar for continuously doing this, and the fact they keep putting themselves in a situation like this. But at this point, I think they're doing it
on purpose.
Yeah,
it keeps them relevant.
Yeah, it's they're basically running on the whole thing of any press is good press. I mean, to be fair, as much as I would say it's wrong, I can't deny it is a smart business idea considering the type of games that they particularly make. So, I just again, Rockstar, what the fuck? Can they just stop doing this, please?
No.
Oh wait, I forget. They can't fucking do anything right. We're gonna charge our online players after the amount of time it's been free. Fuck off.
I'm surprised they haven't even remastered it again.
Oh, what, 5? I mean, technically, like, the game's actually been, like, I guess you could say it's had like a type of remaster. They just not labeled it as such. Like over 3 generations,
Mm.
Like, it came out on PS3, Xbox 360. Then it was on PS4, Xbox One. And then the new gen. Well, actually, have they actually released, like, the next gen? Have they even actually released it for next gen?
Oh, I'm not sure, and I really can't bother to find out.
Hang on, let's have a quick look at that, because, like, I'm curious. Hang on. Oh, that's what they did. So, there is a enhanced version of GTA 5 for next gen as a completely separate product. Yeah. So instead of it being a free upgrade, you'd have to pay for it. Alright.
That's just stupid.
My statement stands. Fuck you, Rockstar. Just what the fuck? Jesus. I can't. I don't know how many times I have to bitch and moan about them. Like, for fuck's sake. I think as long as I have a voice, I'm going to say, for fuck's sake, Rockstar. I think that's just it. I think anytime we actually have news in regards of Rockstar, I think at this point we might as well just tag it, for fuck's sake, Rockstar part whatever.
As long as I have a voice, I'm gonna be all like, for fuck's sake, Rockstar. If you want to use this voice of mine, you gotta pay me a pretty penny.
Like, I'm sorry, when GTA 6 actually comes out, obviously if there's an online mode, actually I think there pretty much will be at this point, considering how big GTA Online actually is. And whether that's going to be free or not, or a subscription-based service, will be to be seen, but based on how they're talking, there's a chance it might be. Considering they think that a game should be the price of the amount of hours, or the amount of content that's actually in it. So, don't be surprised if that doesn't happen. That's not a prediction, it's just a possibility. So, Internet, do not hold my words against me on this one. I'm just saying there's a possibility based on some of the words, based on some of their statements. So, we shall see. Alright, for my next article, well, Sega. We have some Sega news, which is a bit of a surprise. I know, we don't actually talk about Sega much. But Sega have announced a flurry of projects, including some old names that people might actually be familiar with. By the likes of Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Shinobi, Golden Axe, and Streets of Rage.
Oh my god.
So, I know. Calm your enthusiasm, Damo, jeez.
Like, oh my god, no way.
just the way you're like, oh my god. Oh my god, really? I'm so excited. Holy shit. Are we gonna have to tone it down? Is this too much? Sonic Hedgehog publisher Sega has announced 5 new projects at the Game Awards this evening. New chapters in a slew of classic franchises, obviously what I've just said, will also, Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Shinobi, Golden Axe, and Streets of Rage, will all see new releases over the next few years. host Jeff Keighley said. Sega's trailer also stated, and more, though it's unclear that other series the publisher is pulling off out of its broom closet. No, that don't hope for Skies of Arcadia. My heart cannot take it. Yeah, cool, not me. The exact details of the projects, including when we'll see them launch, we will have to wait. In the meantime, it's good news for fans of the above series, and at least it's not just another Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off. Thank fuck. In recent years, Sonic the Hedgehog has forged new paths for Sega, bringing the franchise to life and reaching new audiences in ways we had only dreamed of in the past. Sega exec Shuji Utsumi said in a statement, "Building off that success, we are digging into our legacy and reimagining several franchises to bring these games to more audiences around the globe. The announcement is just the start of our initiative. First and foremost, our ambition will be to create games and memorable characters and worlds. We all hope fans of all ages will look forward to our future and anticipation as we release these projects in the coming years." Now, I'm an old gamer, as many of you know. I've played on the Sega Mega Drive, aka Genesis, depending on where you come from. I played the likes of Shinobi, Golden Axe, and Streets of Rage. And obviously I also played on stream, if many of you may remember, many years ago, Streets of Rage 4 when that came out. That's also kind of where my challenges also were started to appear. Because I had to do several fights while using only spoons to operate my controller. Fuck you, inventor. You know how hard it is to actually fucking mash the buttons and actually try and stay alive with using only spoons?
Because I did attempt that once.
I actually managed to beat a boss without dying once using spoons only. That's not easy, especially on the Streets of Rage game. Like, fucking hell. But the fact that we maybe actually get a new Golden Axe, I know a lot of people who played the Jet Set Radio game will be buzzing. But they're also, in regards of that, the joy of obviously hearing these games coming back also does bring with me, unfortunately, a tinge of speculation. Because over the years, we have seen when they have brought back old series, not just Sega, but other companies, when they have actually brought back and reimagined a game from their broom closet, not always have they actually succeeded. If anything, they've kind of fucked up in some aspects.
Okay.
For example, when they tried to do a new series of Prince of Persia, instead of sticking with the original trilogy, that didn't do well because the only way to actually get the full ending was to actually pay for the DLC. And that, in turn, was disliked.
Naturally.
The GTA trilogy, like, that ended up being a massive flop due to the amount of issues that were actually brought out as a result of it. And Sonic has not exactly done well over the past years. Sonic Forces was certainly something. It was certainly different in how they approach things. But not all the Sonic games have actually done well. We can only hope that Sega actually takes their time with these releases, and over the next few years we actually do see legit progress, and possibly something that will be closer to the nostalgia train that these names hold. I'm hoping it won't just...
One can only hope, though, on that front.
Actually, no. I'd actually point out I'll put out a title that they actually did bring out of their broom closet many years ago and was actually an absolute disaster. Golden Axe. They actually did bring out a Golden Axe game many years ago, and it was not that good. It was just it was a very repetitive game. And anything unique about it stood out. So this is going to be their second attempt at bringing Golden Axe back to life.
Well, I wish them good luck in that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to be easy if it flopped the first time. It might not flop the second time, but it's still good.
Remember the old like 3D platformer, like action games that came out on the 360 and PS3 many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there used to be a huge flurry of them at one point. Golden Axe
I know what you mean.
Golden Axe was one of them.
Mm.
And it just featured like one character as the main character instead of the usual load that we know from playing the old games.
Naturally.
So I do question like how much this is actually going to happen, but also it's a bold statement to list that number of games as projects coming in the next few years.
Oh yeah.
Normally, a company will say maybe 1 or 2, at most 3. So that's very bold of Sega to actually make that statement. But as time goes on, obviously here at the Flopcast, we will report on it as time comes and goes. When more information pops up and we find it, we will obviously let you guys know as we try with everything. Can't always succeed, but we'll do our best. Now, Damo.
Yes.
I assume that's it for all your articles.
Yeah, I literally only had 2.
Yeah, and that's actually all of my articles. So, as I spoke about before on previous streams and the last vlogcast, we are actually going to talk about some of the what we felt has been some of the biggest news of the year. Like over the course of the year, obviously what we feel are our best games of the year and what for us are game of the year, not some award show with high-spangled fucking celebrities and fucking little statues that you could easily be used if you carve them as a fucking dildo. Or some sort of butt plug. I got an award! I'm gonna go shove this up my ass! Yay! Grammys, I'm looking at you. I'm firing shots at everybody! But yeah, Damo. We'll start off with some positive. What game would you feel, out of all the games that you played this year, would you say is your, personally, game of the year? Not based on what anyone else thinks, game that you've actually enjoyed playing the most. And I can pretty much almost guarantee I know what it's going to be based on that look.
Baldur's Gate.
Yes. Now, obviously this may not actually need to go without saying, but care to actually explain in your own experiences, because now we're actually talking about not what other people are thinking, we're talking about our own experiences. So would you tell me why you feel that for you it's the game of the year?
For me, genuinely, it's more of the story out of anything else. The fact that you go through multiple different ways from the start. Because don't forget, I did also start doing an Astarion playthrough of an original character, which I never really do in games. I try and make my own if I can, because, you know, hopes and dreams and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the fact is you can literally go through all the characters that are like, you know, sort of thing, and even then unlock more characters to go through story with, regardless if you do it through original characters, Dirge Run, or, you know, just simple, like, normal TAV run sort of situation. And, you know, it's just the fact that they've kept up with all the updates and stuff like that, and they've tried fixing a lot of things if things have become broken due to, obviously, you know, coding errors and stuff.
There are a lot of updates, holy shit.
Yeah, but, you know, they're being very consistent with it, and, you know, it's just, like, yeah, it's just one of them for me.
I'll say the reason why I would also agree. I obviously I've got a different game which I personally feel would be game of the year. I'm gonna chime in on why I feel like why I would agree with you it being a personal game of the year. The fact that literally at one point we even reported on this, the fact that they literally patched out a tactic for sex speed running.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, that literally made me wet myself when I read that initially. And the fact that something like that in that game actually exists.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, Baldur's Gate 3, an incredibly amazing game. They've done an absolutely amazing job with it. Now, don't get me wrong. I just never expected, out of all speedrunning categories, there to be a sex speedrun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, fucking hell, I don't think even Dragon Age had that, or even Mass Effect. I don't think any games that literally that do have that type of thing actually have sex speed runs. It's a fucking first in my book. And the fact is, there's so many quests out there that there are still people still haven't discovered. Like I told Damo, literally the other day, that there's actually a quest. If you fail one particular quest in Act 1, when you come to Act 3, you can rehome a cat. I only found that out by pure chance. I was scrolling through news articles while taking a shit.
Though I do find it a little bit unfair that they added jiggle, to the ball sack and the PP, but not the titties.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because there's always, like, in multiple games, there's always jiggle physics in regards of the ladies. So, for there to actually be something on the guys more than anything else, I think it's a bit of a nice fresh air. Bad, I know. Kind of a weird analogy, but you get what I'm saying.
It just means we get to go over and look at how Ding Dong just flop about in that cutscene.
When nickname Asterian actually comes into play. Oh, that's a lovely spicy meatballs. Something like that, Damo.
I guess, yeah.
Damo's had his spicy meatballs several times. Oh my.
Oh my.
So if Damo was streaming right now, this is where I'd actually spam her Asterian alerts. I'm surprised you've not actually added to your soundboard on Discord.
I can't remember how to do that.
Are you serious? Alright, looks like I've got some teaching to do to you in a minute.
Yeah. Oh my. Save that for Emma. I couldn't help it, I'm sorry.
Fucking hell. But obviously, as I stated, that's my favourite article in regards of fucking Baldur's Gate, so I can agree with you that game definitely does deserve to be Game of the Year.
What about you? What's your personal Game of the Year anyway?
To be honest, I've actually really tried to think it, and the only game that comes to mind for me personally is Final Fantasy 16.
No, I get that.
Now, obviously, people haven't seen me play it a lot recently because obviously other shit took over. But I just can't help but think that Final Fantasy 16 is, in terms of like the type of games I play, story-based games that don't have any online features whatsoever. I have to say that Final Fantasy 16 just does an incredible job of like being an amazing game. And yeah, I've played obviously so many other games. Obviously there was Street Fighter 6, that was a possible contention, but the only thing that, once you beat the character story, there's not really much else other than playing online. I was like, I'm kind of like a bit sad on that one. And there's obviously some other bits in regards to Street Fighter but the fact is, the first DLC for Final Fantasy 16 is actually coming out soon, and it looks really good. The fact also, the story is well told. The graphics, incredible. The fact that literally I played the demo of Final Fantasy 16, and that had me incredibly hooked. They actually did the demo. They actually did a demo that actually did so well. It reminded me of games in the past, back on PlayStation 1, when I would come home from school and just literally play a demo again and again and again and again and again, because I was so excited to be able to actually possibly play the full version of the game. Kind of reminded me of a Spyro demo. And it's like, that game, the story, I'm still looking forward to actually jumping back on there at some point and actually playing the rest of the game. I've done my best to avoid all forms of spoilers whatsoever. I still say Sid is probably one of the best fucking characters of all time because of his conduct. His idea of a secret like hideaway to get away to basically deal with the government is hiding out in a brothel. I think that's fucking incredible. Also, Final Fantasy 16, one of the best dogs in the fucking game. Oh my god, so fucking cute. So just I fucking love Torgal, man. Fucking Torgal's literally the best. Sorry, something just popped up and I was having a quick look. But
No,
yeah,
fine.
Torgal is just the fucking best. I love Torgal. The fact that he fights with you. The fact you see him at the beginning and he's a pup. And he's just so adorable. And then you see him all grown up, and then at one point you see him actually fighting. And you can actually like set out commands for the little pup. It's just the combat system is just so good. It's actually so well done. Like, they definitely took aspects of what they learned from Final Fantasy 15 and they actually did it way better. I would definitely say that Final Fantasy 15 was, I could say, Windows 7/Vista, and 16 was the next product, which was 10 times better. But yeah, I would say, despite my love for fighting games, I would say Final Fantasy 16 is my game of the year. Just because story-wise, I absolutely love it. I'm invested in more than just one character, like I'm invested in several. And in fact, it tackles so many dark issues as well. Like, one quest that I came across, actually I came across it on stream actually. This kid wanted me to save this animal. But he was part of this noble family, and all he wanted to do was just me to bring it back so he could beat it, and then that was it. I completely forgot it. Basically, wanted me to find an animal, but wanted me to die to these monsters because he thought that everyone else should be there for his entertainment, and so did his father. So then, after we come back alive, obviously, so hey, people aren't your fucking toys. We then leave, and then someone from a rebel organization then comes up to us, talks to us about it, and next thing we hear is the father and the son getting mauled by the very monsters that they tried to use to kill us. And if you go back to that spot afterwards, you just see blood. Because it showed that it's just, I want to get back into that game so much. It's so fucking huge. This file is so huge. It takes up so much space. It's over 100 gig.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh god. But yeah. I love all the characters. They all like hold a special place in my heart. Sid, no spoiler, he's just such a cocky bastard, but at the same time, his accent, the voice actor, did such a good fucking job. Just chef's kiss. Absolutely lovable character. And the fact that also, because in most Final Fantasy games, you'll maybe hear some cussing. In this one, it's full on English. It's like, oh, bloody hell. And at one point, one of the enemies gets turned into a big monster, and Sid himself goes, bollocks. It's like, yes! Someone's using it the right way! At last! Oh, God. But yeah. Chef's kiss to both games. Now, on to what probably will be most annoyed part. biggest news of the year, or news that we felt was the literally that shook the gaming, that in your mind shook so much of how you
Easy.
like. Before you say anything, though, I would have assumed obviously the Silent Hill stuff that ended up being bad.
Yeah, but also like on both fronts, you know, where for ages I was like, no, I will find out there's gonna be a Silent Hill like game coming out. There's gonna be a new one.
Mm-hmm.
And when that news hit for the remake for Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, and then obviously that was one meant to be tied to the live TV series. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the other. I was so disappointed, and I know that you have to be wrong, and I really do appreciate it, genuinely.
Look, as I said then, and I'll state this now, I hate the fact that I was right on that one. I hate the fact that I was right.
That's what I mean, you had high hopes to be wrong.
Yeah, because it's like, I know how much you love the Silent Hill series. I know how much the fan base loves the series, and they deserve better than that.
100%. Like, and this is the thing as well. Yeah, I'm disappointed, and it was a massive fucking flop, and I should have genuinely have listened. But at the same time, it does not take away my love for the Silent Hill series, because
it should
I'm not being funny, because of the whole ordeal to do a Silent Hill 2 remake anyway. Movies are coming out again for Silent Hill, which apparently is a sub-continuation, but it's also not. It's like half and half of the actual 2 movies that came out years ago, and I loved the movies because it was a different perspective.
I never actually watched
but
them.
Also point. The second one makes more sense than the first one does. I actually am thinking of giving them a rewatch at some point, to be honest. I might do that tonight when I'm in bed, who knows? Or we could actually watch it tonight. If you've not got anything to do.
I kind of have. Sorry. Sorry. I know, rude. How dare I have plans?
I know, right?
How dare I have plans to try and make up for 3 days when I've actually been busy or tired or at work?
Right?
How dare I? How absolutely rude! I am such a rude fucking bastard!
Continue and I'll get James to drop me off Christmas Eve.
No, don't. I'm
joking.
Oh,
I'm not
dude.
that much of a cunt. I'm not gonna impose that much. Fuck me.
Oh god. Here's the thing, we're gonna be gone like from 12 o'clock. And there's no guarantee.
That's why I said Christmas Eve.
Dude, you know my ass is gonna be fucking exhausted, right?
I know.
I'm gonna be like.
That's why.
I'm gonna be like, hey, Damo.
I would literally like. Well, no, because you'll be in bed, and then I'll just see like Nana Chaos and be like, hi.
No, you won't. There's Nana Chaos. Nana, no, you won't, because Mum will be in bed as well. Mum goes to bed way before me. Literally, she goes to bed at 8. She'll sit there, and just chill out for a bit, and then she'll probably pass out about 10:30, and then try and sleep if the pain isn't too much. So you'll see my old man and hear the dogs.
Exactly, and I'm like, hi, I'm gonna go wake your son up now, and just walk past him. I'm like, where's his room at?
Who?
And he's like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, obviously your grandchild from another dimension. So where's Chaos at?
You can't. Here's the thing. You go to open the door. Chaos, and there's me I just fling the cover over. A Nerf gun.
Yeah.
It's fucking naked. Nerf gun. What's gonna fire first? My penis or this Nerf gun?
The Nerf gun.
Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do ya? Because frankly, I can't tell was the last time I nutted.
Oh my god! No! Yeah, and then you've just got James standing there going, get in, Damo. Get in there, mate. Yeah. Because this is what me and James are like.
Fucking Emma pops up through the corner. What do you think you're doing?
Threesome.
Just fire the Nerf gun. No, because every time I fire the Nerf gun, I have to cock it again. Although I've got the hang of actual fast fire on it.
Nice.
So, would you say that the Silent Hill news is your biggest? Because it shook because of the way that obviously the remake, but then also the news of the live stuff of the TV series basically being a massive flop.
Yeah. What about you?
It's probably going to be obvious at this point. The Xbox news, as in the fucking acquisitions. Surprise, surprise. But then again, I think if I hadn't said the Silent Hill, you'd have probably said that as well. Considering how sick of the back teeth you and I are both of that. As much as we are, because we reported on it for months.
Yep.
Like, we reported on it for fucking months, the whole thing. And it's like, we were both hoping it wouldn't happen, but also, if it's gonna happen, it'd be done for better reasons. And the response would be better than what we got from Bethesda. I will say, don't get me wrong, that shook the gaming world as a whole, and it caused Sony to actually have to backtrack in regards of their stuff. Yes, Sony has loads of acquisitions, but they've not made such major news about it. Yet, Xbox and Microsoft did. And then a bunch of various other things that came out. Obviously, then the internet pretty much was like split in half from the PlayStation fanboys to the Xbox fanboys, and there was us here at the Flopcast. We were in the middle. Like, if a company fucks up, we call them out based on the information that we have at hand. So if it was PlayStation doing it, we'd have called them out. If it was the fact that it's Xbox doing it, we'd called them out. If Nintendo had done it, to be honest, I don't think we'd have called them out. We'd have gone, really?
Then I would have been the stupid idiot opening their mouth and... Well, here we go.
Yeah, no, not gonna lie, if Nintendo were actually to make a move like that, I'd have been like, I'm impressed. You guys are actually the balls to do that, considering it's usually Sony and Microsoft that are usually the ones duking it out on that one. And Nintendo's just like, yeah, you guys fight. We're just gonna go ahead and make games. we're just gonna make games, actually improve on ourselves. Well, you guys, have your little fucking pissing contest. That's what it feels like. But yeah, the news did rock the gaming world. It was huge, no matter which side you were on in regards of it. And it will even though we may not see it immediately, the impact and ramifications will take place, I imagine, over the next few years, because that's when obviously the implementations of the various things the various rules that obviously Microsoft and Xbox run under, they'll then be possibly put on in regards of Blizzard, Bethesda, obviously their stuff. So again, it's going to be interesting to see, and especially, I'm kind of curious, especially considering the fact that Bethesda's most recent release is not doing so well anymore. And that game was like in the works for quite some time before the acquisition even started. So could you imagine if that had been on PlayStation as well? Like
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, with everything that's happened.
Yeah, I'm just saying, could you imagine if the acquisition hadn't happened, that might have ended up also on PlayStation at some point? Could you imagine of how it would have been then? Yeah. It's... Because the thing is, there's going to be more to this, because there's going to be more acquisitions, no doubt, next year. Because now it's going to be a case of who's going to get the monopoly.
No, naturally.
So, as much as I hate to say it, we're probably going to end up reporting on more acquisitions from both PlayStation and Xbox. So, no doubt there'll probably be more court cases in regards of it. And this is going to be a case of y'all balling. But yeah. What a year. It's been very up and down also on personal notes for both myself and Damo as well this year. Like, Damo and I have both been on emotional roller coasters in our own lives through various means. But gaming wise, it's it has gaming. I would say this year has definitely been one of the more interesting in recent memory. Like, how would you feel? Would you feel this year's been good or bad in terms of game?
I'd say a bit of both, to be honest. There's definitely been some bad points to it, but then at the same time, there's also been some really good too.
Yeah. It's certainly been interesting. I refuse to really make the statement of whether it's been good or bad, because as Damo said, it has been. This year's certainly been in the middle. It's not mid. It's definitely interesting, and there's definitely been a lot of funny moments.
Oh yeah.
As well as quite a few frustration. But yeah, year 2023. The year I would definitely say this is the. I think I can officially say 2023, the year of what the fuck.
The year of goddamn it! I just need this year to be over.
But to be fair, people have been saying that for the past few years, so.
Okay, but I don't usually say it. I'm usually like somewhat optimistic with the tiniest bit of pessimistic, like, you know, on the side sort of situation. The fact that I'm sitting here going, I want 2023 just to be over and done with.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I kind of am as well.
You know, that is saying something. Genuinely, that is saying something.
I know, and I'm usually the optimist. You can definitely tell I've had enough of this year.
Yeah, honestly. I have no idea what this bit of hair is doing, but it's whatever it is.
It's like, hi there.
Hey.
Oh, God. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think we can just wrap up the year now. Because the next Flopcast, if we go by our regular, won't be until the 1st. Won't be until the new year. But I think for the sake of things, I think we will skip that one. And then... Because obviously there's not going to be much in the way of news literally for us to tackle. Because literally we've got Christmas coming. And then obviously the new year. So I say we skip... So I personally say we skip the 1st. So the next Flopcast will be on the 15th. So there's time for actually stuff to have kicked in. Obviously, Christmas sales to have actually come in. Obviously, deals and that. And we'll see, obviously, news and stuff of what might have been the biggest Christmas hits may have actually come in. And we may also hear from new news as well in regards of games coming out. So what do you think?
That's true. Yeah.
Alright. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, the next Flopcast will be the 15th. So, just under a month. So, what's going to happen in 2 weeks' time on New Year's? We may do just a stream of us just hanging out, chin-wagging, maybe playing some games, or talking shit. You know, what we usually do. But we'll tackle that when it comes to it. But I want to take this time to actually thank everyone who has helped us in regards to the news, because it's not just been us actually looking to it. We now have a few people actually looking into other bits of news as well and sending them our way. So we're actually starting to build up a bit of a team of people that are actually helping us do research on this stuff. So it's no longer just us. So I want to thank everyone that's actually helped us out behind the scenes in regards to this. I want to thank the people that have actually made like guest appearances on the show. I want to thank Charles. I want to thank Yuri as well, who have actually jumped in for the Flopcast this year. I want to thank everyone that's actually taken the time to tune into these live recordings. I want to thank everyone that's actually watched the Flopcasts on YouTube as well. when I initially came up with the idea of the Flopcast, I was highly skeptical of myself and whether this would actually still be working. And the fact is, we're now about to hit year 2. Actually, year 2 or 3 of this. I think it's 2.
I think so. I'm not sure.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look back on the dates and that. But yeah, this is it's certainly been a massive transition to actually do this every 2 weeks. Obviously, we could do this every week, but then we may not have as much news, and some of it may just be repetitive, and then the Flopcast would then be a lot shorter.
Yeah.
But because then also we wouldn't have much time for research either. But I do definitely want to say thank you, Damo, for actually sticking with this as my co-pilot on this train wreck of a flight with no tower in sight.
Inventor, why are you going swag?
Because of the Jarl Balin meme.
Oh, okay,
It's the old it's the you know, with the Manly Men meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from that lot. That's what he's on about. But yeah, I just want to say thank you everyone so much for sticking out with us, and I hope you guys will stick it out with us in the next year. Obviously, streams will continue to come in as they are. Obviously, there might be some slight changes due to personal reasons, but I'll get on to those when that comes.
Naturally.
But yeah, man, I can't believe this is the last Flopcast of the year.
Right. We made it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
We made it! We didn't get banned! Woohoo! We didn't piss anyone off yet! Maybe that should be the name of the next episode of the Flopcast. We're still here! For now. Woo! But yeah, again, thank you all so much. I hope you guys, for everyone here at the Flopcast, I hope you all have a... If you don't tune into the streams, and if you're only just watching these on YouTube, I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas, and I hope the new year starts off well for you. Obviously, to those who actually watch the streams, you will see me tomorrow with some Dark Tide and Inventor. So yes, we will catch you all in the next one. And as always, raise your pizzas high and say it with me. Stay chaotic.
Chaotic.
And live for the challenge.
The challenge. Oh well.
Bye.